Have you guys seen Mr. Robot?
Yes, I
refuse to watch that show because the guy is just way too ugly.
What? Wait,
He's ugly. I knew that's what you were saying too.
He's disturbingly unattractive. It just like distracts me too much to like watch.
It's such a good show.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I 100% believe it, but he's just.
Hey there. Welcome to the Gluten-Free Organic Thoughts podcast, where you are encouraged to express your natural thoughts and views through casual, meaningful conversations that hopefully can lead to learning and understanding new perspectives. To find out more info, visit www.gfothoughts.com. Now, here are your hosts, Michael Wong and Robert Din. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Gluten-Free Organic Thoughts podcast. I'm Robert Din, one of your co-hosts. Today we have someone back. We have Sean White coming back onto the podcast to just discuss some random articles we've seen, some current events. And then we have our other co-host, Michael Wong.
Welcome back, everybody, to another great episode. Sean, welcome back. So excited to have you back. When was the last time you walked in?
Yeah. How's everything been since we last talked to you? You were on our first episode.
Very first episode.
Yeah.
First returning guest.
That was really fun. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys actually invited me back. I thought I know you guys extended the offer to have me back, but it's been like 2 months or something like that, and I didn't get any calls, no appointments. I was
You
like,
talk to your
getting
agent.
busy.
what's happening?
No, talk to your agent, man. You gotta talk to your agent. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, Sean, what are you drinking right now?
We're drinking the Botanist, my number one favorite gin.
Ooh, Saturday night drink.
All right.
All right.
I am drinking some Glenlivet 12 whiskey.
Shit. Damn, everyone's going hardcore tonight.
What are you drinking, Mike?
I'm drinking my good old barley tea. Try it out. I haven't had barley tea in like 4 years.
Going hard.
I know, right? Super hard on Saturday night, let me tell you. All right, for today's...
I feel like our drinking and partying has changed a lot in the last couple of days. It's like I took some Tums before this. That's how old I'm getting.
You took Tums?
Yeah.
Really?
You turned Asian?
Chicken.
Isn't that what Asians take?
I had some buffalo chicken and it just was hitting me right here.
Oh, that's different though. Not for alcohol.
Yeah.
No, I think Asian takes
Pepsi. They take Pepsi. Yeah, that's
right. Pepsi. I see. For that redness.
So you don't get that Asian glow.
Yeah, I always have a bottle with me in the car, so you know.
Bottle of Pepsi in the car.
Yeah.
I don't get red, so I don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah, you're the one of the rare ones. Even Josh gets super red.
Josh gets super red. Yeah.
Like super red.
And now he's dating Connie, who also gets super red.
Super red.
They're like made for each other.
Yeah, that's our made of faces. It's so just nuts. All right, so I think Sean's lagging.
Don, you're slowing down a lot.
You're slowing down really slow.
All right. Let me.
No, you're
pause.
good now.
You're good.
You're good now. You're good now.
No, you sure? Like it was like a 10-second time frame when Dan was putting up the drink that I couldn't see anything.
Oh really? It might be at your side. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what you want to do. You want to move or you want to keep going?
Yeah,
we can pause.
All right. We'll take a break.
Ready?
6 minutes in.
I paused my recording anyway. It doesn't matter.
Actually, I've been recording for 7 minutes, but most of that was us just talking. So really? Really, it's been like 2 minutes.
3 minutes. Break time.
Man, we needed that break. Ooh.
I know.
1 hour later.
What's this 6 for? The balloon. Somebody's birthday?
I don't know.
A little later.
Hey,
Yo.
can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right. When was Portia's birthday? It wasn't that recent.
Oh, it's anniversary. That's
your
what
anniversary. Oh.
Is that 6 years anniversary?
6 years.
Damn, that's crazy. 6 years, really?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know it was 6 years already.
That's why we were wondering what the 6 was at the back.
Yeah.
Moments later.
I'm not recording this. Are you recording this?
I'm recording the whole thing. I'm not. I cut it later.
More moments later.
All right, we're back with some technical difficulties from right. So, Sean, you found a good spot for your Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm right next to it now.
There we go.
All right,
You got
that
your,
should be better.
you want to refill your gin first too,
Don't need to. It's right next to me.
All right, there we go. All right, so for today's episode, we're gonna do a little, I guess, different style format. We each of us found a couple articles, and we're just gonna fire it out and just talk about it, right?
Yeah. Actually, the first thing I'm gonna do, right? Like, I have this first thing is I went on Reddit and they have these. There's this one forum called "Am I an Asshole?" and it's just like it's people who go on there, tell them their story, and see if they're an asshole. And I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read one to you guys.
Hey guys. Sorry, pause again. It keeps saying that my internet's unstable, but I just did a test and I'm good.
You're good too. You're not lagging.
I didn't pause for like a good 10 seconds again.
Oh.
I know. Might just be something we gotta deal with.
Do you need to reboot your computer?
I can try, but I just did a test. I should be at 600, but I'm at 140 over one.
Can you connect directly with Ethernet?
No, I cannot do that.
I would just reboot or reconnect the connection itself. Like just disconnect, reconnect the
Okay.
Wi-Fi. I'll pause again. No worries.
Well, it's at 120 over 2. That's good enough.
It should be good
be.
enough.
Yeah. Okay, let's just run it.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Back again from some technical difficulties. Sean. All right.
All right.
So go ahead, read your story, Robert.
Yeah, so I went on Reddit and found a couple of these stories, and I thought they were like hilarious. And it's just like people going on and be like, "Am I the asshole, or is the other person an asshole, or are we all assholes or something?"
Hey, listen, I ask that myself every day, so don't worry. So
Yeah, but these are some funny stories that they have, right? Here, I'll share the link to this one.
all right. And for those who are not watching YouTube, you're gonna read the story. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the story out because it's all words. It's nothing to even see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it says, so it's this girl, right? And she says, I have 3 fingers missing on my dominant hand. It's fine. I can type everything. I can manage everything. Tie my shoelaces. However, I won't deny it looks a bit odd, and people ask me all the time. She doesn't think that it's polite for people to ask. And then she says, anyways, I started a new job about a month ago, and I honestly could not face going through the same cycle again. I felt like the time had come to not play into it and to make something out of it. So I decided to make myself laugh. When the first coworker asked about it, I completely lied and told her that I chewed them off as a baby. Then decided to tell the next person who asked that I cut them off with a plastic knife at a picnic. And then the next person that said I was born with 6 fingers and they removed too many, and so on. All genuinely ridiculous reasons. But I'm a good actor, and they actually believed my stupid lies. And then 3 days later, she learned that her coworkers had been arguing about the actual reason, and now they actively dislike her for lying to them. And then she told her story to her brother. Her brother said that she was being an asshole for it, and then she was asking people if she's an asshole for this for doing this to her coworkers. What do you guys think?
She has 3 fingers. She can't be the asshole.
She has 3 fingers missing. She's got 2 fingers.
Okay, fine. Yeah, it's just like black people can't be racist. You gotta have power to be racist. You don't have that much power when you only have 2 fingers.
All right, I can see that. I think this is hilarious, and I don't think she's an asshole at all. I think it's just a funny thing to do, to mess with people. Wong, what do you think? Wong's really focused in.
He's digesting.
Wong, are you okay?
He's holding for suspense.
What do you think about this whole situation?
I don't know. It's kind of tough call because no one likes a liar, and so but then it is impolite to ask. In a sense. I think she's the asshole. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think yeah, maybe, but I feel like she made such ridiculous lies up. She said
Yeah,
she
no.
had 6 fingers and they cut too many off. Now she has 2.
Yeah.
That seems.
I mean, it depends how the story is told. You know what I mean?
I mean, as long as she doesn't like start setting up a collection plate for like her like charity for like, oh, they cut off too many of my fingers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as
That's
long as
true.
she's not like taking any gain from somebody, like why not get a little bit of a like laugh out of it?
I agree.
You gotta find like the
Listen,
glass is half full.
listen.
That's our way to
I
do
got a
it.
messed up finger. I know how she feels. So
Wait, you miss a finger?
I don't have missed a finger, but I have a messed up finger though. So I know
Oh,
how
you
she
have a
feels.
messed up finger.
Yeah. So I know.
But-
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Sean. So I know exactly how she feels. So
Oh man, no, I think this is just a funny story. And
I
I feel like if I
I've
were
been
her,
there.
I would do stuff like that too.
I've been there, and I made up a story like that too because people kept asking me about that.
So
So I
then
made
you're
up crazy stories.
You're an asshole too.
I am right now. I
Based
admit
on
that.
based on your
Yes,
your
I admit
own-
it. I'm not denying it. That's a fact.
Look it. I'm glad this is being recorded.
Oh man, I just thought this is a hilarious story.
What made you get into that page, that thread in Reddit?
I don't know. I was searching through. I just like running through Reddit. I think I listened to another podcast that talked about this subreddit, and there's like a bunch of them. There's another one if you want to hear. I had this other one. There's another one here. I'll show this too. So this one is there's this guy. He says, "I'm 21-year-old guy. Live with my childhood best friend who's also 22-year-old guy."
Mm-hmm.
And they have been living together for 2 years until recently. He has a new girlfriend, 23-year-old lady, and she's absolutely great, except she like barges into his room without knocking, like all the time. So then, so like every morning she would barge in. She would just like come in without knocking and just be like, "Hey, you want any coffee?" And he sleeps naked, and he's been under the covers the whole like. And he's just like, you could like come in and I'd be naked. And she's like, she just laughs it off. And then one day he slept on top of the covers naked, so that in the next morning when she barged in, she would see him naked. And then so he did that. She came in and like didn't talk to him for like the rest of the day. And his friend was like saying how he was being an asshole for showing his nakedness to her or whatever. So
I don't know. I think the girl's at fault, that one.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you keep barging in. Like that's an invasion of privacy.
And he's talked to her about it. He's like said it multiple times.
He gave a warning. He gave warnings.
Yeah, but he, like the best friend or whatever said that you also threatened her that you would do this, and then you did it.
And yeah, he definitely gave warning.
But yeah, I feel like that's fair game then. If she doesn't stop, like what are you gonna do?
I completely agree. That's definitely true. I mean, that was not as controversial, I guess you could say. That was pretty straightforward.
That was pretty straightforward. That the girl was at fault, but it's just a funny story that like they have. Like what? Who would do this type of stuff? I've never met any people that would do this.
I can name a few people who'd probably do this, but I don't want to go on record to say that. Yeah. Sean, you have a story or you have a good link article you want to discuss?
Yeah. I know it was a little short on the links, but I'm gonna send a new one.
Oh, you're gonna send a new one.
Ooh.
New one is. This might be very apropos for both of you guys, given your nationality and background.
Is it a video?
There are a lot of good reasons to wash your rice before you cook it. There are also a lot of good reasons to not wash your
rice. Still necessary.
I actually saw this article somewhere. What was this at?
Your rice. It all depends on what kind of rice you got and what you're trying to do.
The long and short of it is, we wash rice because of germs and everything getting into it, but now everything's so like produced in factories, everything meets the standards. In first world nations, it's not really an issue, but like in some third world nations, like where rice is still like put in sacks and packaged and not airtight, like you probably still need to wash it. But America, you technically don't, and actually washing it gets rid of some of the nutrients.
Yeah, like that. I mean, usually people wash the rice. I think it's just because they don't want to have that much starch on it as well. The whiteness that comes out of the rice sometimes. So seriously, I'm not getting the little white clover. Nah, not the. I'm talking about
not
rice.
the rice. They don't want their rice to be white. No, it's funny because I didn't know people didn't wash rice until I went to college, maybe, or I don't even. It's probably even more recent than that. I think it was after college that I found out people don't wash rice. Yeah. I don't know. My mom's always been like, all right, yeah, here we have bought these like 15-pound, 25-pound bags of rice. And I think those are the ones that were like that in here. They're talking about like it was like those are the open ones that you can get stuff into. But we always had that, and then you wash it every time.
Keep in mind, 25 pounds of rice sits there probably for 3 months. It does accumulate. Shit accumulates all the time.
Yeah, but then there's also the question, like, I don't know, like, I used to buy like the 25-pound bags of rice, like right after college. I don't know if that's something that like a lot of people do anymore. Like a lot of people are buying like just the smaller things. Like I keep my rice in like a big little airtight thing. But
let me tell you, during
like
COVID,
barely a gallon.
During COVID, my 50-pound rice was worth a lot.
We also took those bags and put them into a barrel of some sort, like
a bucket. I do the 5-pound buckets. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then we had a bucket full of rice that we just got rice out of every day. I don't think it was sealed very well. It was just just there. So yeah, and then there's times where we had bugs in there too. So then we need to clean it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, I think to your point though, I think the little bag of rice is fine just because it's not that much and you get used probably less than 2-3 weeks. But I mean, why people wash it? I mean, I feel like it's a habit thing. That's all it is.
Cultural habit.
Cultural habit.
So what I've started doing is I still wash my like sushi rice, even though it's like in an airtight container. Just because it's what I do.
Wait, what kind of rice do you eat though?
I generally eat sushi rice, but because I like the stickiness. I don't know. I like it. I like short grain rice.
Okay. No, just wondering. I mean, so you could just buy. There's a lot of other sticky rice, short grain rice. But I'm just saying, why sushi? That's what I'm asking.
Well, sorry, I don't buy sushi rice. I buy short grain rice.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. But recently because of HelloFresh, shameful plug, I eat a lot of jasmine rice, and I stopped cleaning my jasmine rice because you lose a lot of the fragrance and
the smell. Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I still watch that rice that HelloFresh sent me whenever I made it.
Cook it one time without doing it, and like I noticed because like I would go pick up the kids and Portia would come back and I would come in like, wow,
the smell. Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't wash the HelloFresh rice. I don't do that. I do wash my balsamic rice because I buy 25 pounds of that. So, and I know it's been sitting there for like already 4 months already. So
I just wash it because that's how I was raised. Just wash it and put it in the rice cooker.
Yeah. Sean, you should buy some wild rice and don't wash it and cook it if you like the fragrance. Let me tell you. Yeah.
This guy also said that he likes mushy rice. Which
I never said I like mushy rice.
So
no, this guy, the guy on the video that you sent, because I watched this video when you sent before, and he said because he's like because I think it's like Italians have their risotto, and Spanish have their their rice that they make, and then that's all mushy rice, right? So then those people they don't wash their rice and
they just put too much water, man.
I barely count risotto as rice. It's like I don't know.
That's
rice. It's rice, but it's just like
it's borderline. I mean, the way you cook it is borderline a pasta dish.
Yeah, but they just don't boil it up. That's what they do, and they use wine to cook it.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't do it. I don't really like mushy rice. Like even like
I can't watch the whole thing. What did the Asian lady say in this video?
She agreed with him.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. But she's like a scientist. She agrees with him from a scientific perspective, but she's like, I still do it.
Yeah, she said that she still does it too, even though it's like
it's a cultural thing.
Scientifically, she doesn't have to, but she still does it anyways. Which
Yeah,
I think it's just a cultural thing.
and it's
It's a
also a
habit.
mindset. It's a habit, you know.
Hmm But
That's
yeah,
too funny though. All right.
that's crazy.
What is your second article, Sean?
Thank you. Oh, my second article.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Another one.
All right, I'm gonna go off the fly. I don't have the link to it, but it was on marketwatch.com. I think every day they come out with stories about people submitting questions and say like, should I do this? Should I not do that?
Hmm
Um, these parents of kids, so they're like in their 50s, 60s. They said, should I pay my child's rent? He's going to be put out and evicted, so his wife and our grandchild will be out on the street. And they're asking the question, should we pay his rent?
Wait,
story.
say it again.
That's
So
crazy.
they're asking if they should pay his rent.
If
And if-
not, he'll be evicted, and his wife and their grandchild will be out on the street.
Oh shoot!
Wow,
Wait, so
that's
how
crazy.
old is their kid?
I know. So I'm saying.
The kid's in his 30s, give or take. He was disabled, so he lost his job during COVID. His wife wasn't working, but she does have an accounting degree. So like she was pretty much a caregiver for the kid, but no one's working right now. They ended up getting him on disability or helping him to get on disability, so he was getting a check for that. But he ended up spending that on private club memberships as well as new phones and tablets and things. And now it's
Wow!
like, hey guys, do you really want me and your grandkids out on the street?
Wow!
Out.
What will you do?
Also the grandparents are paying for private school for the kids.
Holy. Oh.
So how much is his disability? It must be.
Wait.
He must be getting quite a bit of
Does he live
disability.
in SF?
If you can,
I don't have those details.
if you can buy like a
No
new
follow-up questions,
iPhone,
please.
if you buy a new iPhone, pay for private club memberships, it's got to be quite a bit, right?
And private school.
Yeah. No, he's not paying private
not
school.
paying
The
private
Oh, he's
grandparents
not
are
paying
paying
the
that.
grandparents.
Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation, Sean? If someone.
For number one, I wouldn't be paying for private school for the kids. Like,
Okay.
I'm
As
done
the
with.
grandparents.
I'm
As the
done with.
grandparents. As
Yeah,
the
yeah.
grandparents would do
I
it.
get you shoes, clothes, sugar, treats, things that torment. Yeah, things that torment the parents, not things to make things easier and nicer for them.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't. But that's not really nicer for them, right? That's nicer for their grandkids.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
I don't know. I think I would
Would you
like if
punish your
my kids couldn't afford it, I might pay for private school if it's a much better school.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if
I'm not paying for
I
it.
wouldn't pay for it.
And I'm also not gonna go out of my way to help you figure out how to get on disability so you can take care of your family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, like
real
tough, get a helmet.
you're I would probably take in the grandkid.
Yeah, I would just adopt a grandkid and you guys
just-
figure it out.
you
And
guys
the
figure
wife
out
has
your
a degree in accounting. Like, get out there, get a job.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't sound good, but
I mean, they're out. I mean, it's virtual now too. A lot of the jobs too.
yeah.
So I don't know. I would not pay for
Also, there's two parents at home during COVID not working and the kids in private school. Like, money wise, just figure something out and homeschool. Like, you're not working. Teach your kids.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would just pull the grandkid out of private school immediately.
No, but like I said, like that's not on their bill anyways, right? Like them homeschooling versus them sending them to a private school is the same. But it doesn't.
It's a freaking luxury as a parent. Not having your kid in your house for 8 to 10 hours a day.
For sure. There's no excuse. Yeah.
Like that. While
you're doing TikTok videos, you better do TikTok videos every
day
day.
At home. Like if I didn't have to work and Max was at daycare every day, I would just be like playing video games and like bull crapping all day long.
I guess that's true.
Be a vacation. 5 days vacation.
But like daycare versus private school is different, right? They're like there's like a different education that's going on there.
So wait, do we know that if the grandparents are paying for the kids before they lost their job?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're already paying for that already.
Yeah, that's already.
Okay, so then I would just take the grandkids in. That's it. I would let them figure it out on their own.
Yeah, I would, as a grandparent, I would be like, all right, yeah, I'll take him in, send him to whatever school I want, and then you guys need to figure out your shit.
Yeah.
So you guys take your kid back.
Yeah, but I would not pay for further rent though.
No, definitely not.
No, I would love to get evicted.
Yeah, me too. So to learn the lesson, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's cruel. But...
Also, well, I don't know. Sean's a parent. We're not. So like, we have no emotional attachment to this.
Yeah. I just know that my parents would be saying.
If you're screwing up and actually care about the grandkid, now all bets are off if the grandkid's an asshole. I mean, sorry.
Oh yeah, if the grandkid's an asshole, that's done.
Everyone stays on the street.
I just know that my parents would do the same thing to me. They would probably take my grandkids and leave me out in the streets. So
my parents would let me stay at their house.
My parents would never stay at the house.
Yeah,
especially if I'm married, I had to figure out like no.
Oh, I guess that's true. Me and my wife.
Yeah.
It depends on how much they like my wife, I think.
Yeah. For sure.
No, I think they would. I think they'd be okay. They'd just to help me out for a little bit. But I'm also not an asshole. I'm not doing this type of stuff.
Yeah, but you're not putting yourself into a hole. Like it's
right.
It's just like it's a bad investment.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm also not doing frivolous stuff like paying private club dues and buying phones.
Yeah, and what private club is open during COVID?
No, it's not that it's open. You have to pay to keep the membership, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Done.
You probably get care packages like wines, special wines and stuff like that.
No, those I don't know. I don't think those private clubs do any of that stuff. You still you pay for membership and then you still have to go and pay for every event.
I thought Winery did that during the COVID time. They just send wines to people.
No, because the one that I was at with last company, they did so it was like a $350 a month for the gym membership. You got access to like 6 of their gyms in the region.
Okay.
And but I only had to pay $50. But it was just like the gym, like their main gym that was in downtown San Francisco, was just like, ugh.
No, but so this is a private club, which is different than like a gym membership.
It might as well have been a club. It might as well have been a gym. Like they had sauce saunas, like all of that stuff. Like it was more like a country club. But
yeah. That's what this feels like.
Yeah, but it was just like it's
but you pay for dues and then you have to pay for everything else.
Yeah, I wanted to set up my kid for swim classes and thinking, all right, that should be free. Yeah. It was like $100 like a session or some shit like that.
Included.
Like, no.
Wow.
So I'm paying you $350 a month.
Yeah.
For this gym, and then I gotta pay like $100 per class.
That's so messed up. I'm gonna send my kid to YMCA. Screw that shit.
Right.
Some of those clubs have some fun stuff. Like the Battery over here. That's where we went to party with the Warriors when they won the championship. They went there, and so like the members all
those included. There was no extra tickets for that.
There was no. You didn't pay for tickets. It was just because there's no like if you're a member, there's no entrance fee. Yeah. It's only if there's events, if there's like people coming to talk, then you might have to pay for it.
And pay for your guests.
Yeah, but this one was like, oh, it's just another day, but the Warriors are gonna be there, so we're gonna make it like
and so
exclusive.
And you're on TV.
Oh, I'm on TV. That's me. That's not where. Oh,
I can't
back
see
there. By the,
I see you.
Never mind.
I see me.
All right, so move on to the next one. So I want to switch up the topic a little bit. I want to talk about this guy here in this video. This is your favorite guy.
Oh,
you're gonna send this guy again?
Yeah.
This is the only person that Mike is subscribed to. I think he doesn't have any other subscriptions on YouTube except for this corny white guy who talks about
YouTube. Yeah. So this is professor out of California, and he's I guess macroeconomics / finance guy. He's pretty much he has his own company, does consulting, so that, and he has this thesis that talks about the bond market for the last 5 years and how he can use the bond market to correlate the whole up and down recession piece and to talk about the long-term debt cycle.
He looks like Mr. Bean.
He could be.
So he's a big bond guy right now because he's bullish in bonds, and so he named himself James Bond. Get it, Bond, and his bond comes out the Bond King with a crown, and so it's funny because he's actually a very fundamental guy, and he makes bond not boring. So for a professor to actually talk about stuff, material, the fundamentals, I don't know. He's fine. He just tells stories, and it's kind of like you can tie everything back, and you actually remember what he talked about on that previous episode, which is kind of rare to talk about finance stuff or even macroeconomics. So I don't know. I feel like he deserves a little shout out. I just want to share that.
Oh, you're not gonna actually talk about what he said in this one?
Well, not this. Okay, so this one he talks. I am gonna talk about this one exact episode though.
Okay.
So in this episode, he talks. It kind of talks about how banks is trolling the bond market right now, right? But however, though, the bank can only do so much because of the quantitative easing, and they can only maximum allow per day to buy back certain things. So therefore, like they're trying to drive the bond prices down, but they can't. But however, though, they're just trying to drive a bunch of volume and making stupid announcement and all over and over again. But then they're not doing anything. So bond price has been going up the past couple of weeks right now
For no reason.
And yeah. And so it's just interesting how he just calls them out on that. So just a whole episode just calling them out. It's definitely interesting to see it from a macro scale view as well. And I've been following this guy since he had 800 views. I mean, 800 subscribers. Now he has like 35,000 or 32,000, something like that.
I know you've been sending us every video as they come out. I think you rang like the little bell. You like have the little bell, so like every time that he puts a video out, then you like forward it. Is it, or you have the auto forward to us? Is that what it is?
No, I don't have the auto forward. I don't have.
You send it every video.
I haven't automated that yet. Actually, iPhone allows me to do that now. By the way, they do updates.
Yeah, but we don't care. Most of us. Also, like it's so hard to listen to him. That's true.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad though.
He's like
a little dry from
super corny. It
is corny. That's what I'm saying.
The stuff that he says, and like I don't know, like the one that I watched, he was just talking about how he's like such a visionary and knows all this stuff and is like the best person ever. And I'm like, come on.
But that's his sarcasm though. So
I know he's being super sarcastic, but it's like missing on me. Like I'm just like, oh man, like all right, like it's like comedic timing where you like you say something twice or three times. He does it way too much. So he like overemphasizes it.
Like he talks about his castle, his kingdom for the whole time.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, this is pretty funny for like the first three times.
But he keeps adding,
and then he just keeps going. And I was like, oh man, like all right, I get it. Like get to the meat, right? Like I want to know what they're saying.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that every episode. He doesn't do that every episode.
Oh, it was just this one that you said, the one that I saw last. Yeah, because I watched that. I was like, oh, I can't watch it anymore. I was trying to get to like what he was trying to say.
What's his average time?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not bad though. That's actually not bad for finance. That's actually pretty good.
I don't know.
Macro review.
That's I feel like that's
I do Motley Fool, and I don't know. I really like their talk. It doesn't feel like actually they may be 24 minutes, but it doesn't feel like that. It goes pretty quick.
So for me, what I like about it because he goes through the exact fundamentals that I've looked at every single week too, and so I'm already looking at it. He just walks over it and explains some things that I may have overlooked. So like, for example, I look at the macro data, how much banks are borrowing in the commercial real estate and how much, the commodities doing overseas, why, Japan is doing poorly in terms of, importing, exporting material or Korea and how it affects America. And like how it talks about, China. He literally goes to the macro perspective every single week. Like, I think it's macro Mondays and then Wednesday, I think something Wednesday. And then Friday is, I forget what's Friday was, and this Sunday's chart day.
You have his whole schedule like ready. You know it on the fly. You're like, oh, if he doesn't come out the video today, you're like, where's my video? Where's my Friday forecast video or whatever he's calling it?
Yeah. And he talks about how hedge fund hedges a certain position, a short term and long term. So it kind of gives you a vision where the hedge fund's trying to head. It's kind of nice to kind of have someone to talk about that kind of data.
Okay. What's going on?
Oh,
did Mike just cut out?
See, I don't think it's me.
I can hear Sean.
Now you just came back, Mike.
Yeah, you were on for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. It says now my internet connection is unstable.
Oh, see? I think it's all of us. I get that sometime too, and I have like Google Fiber. Like it makes no sense that my internet would go out.
Anyway. All right, that's one of my articles. All right, the second one, I might be controversial on this a little bit.
Whoa. controversy.
Right. Because I know Dan is gonna react to this one a little bit.
Okay. Send it over.
It's about college football.
Oh boy. Hey, we talked about this. We said that we wanted him to talk about something related to this.
Oh my God, Mike. All right.
So the title is "College Football Feels Too Normal During Pandemic," and it's a picture of a stadium, people social distancing in a stadium game for an SEC game.
This doesn't seem as much as the other one that we were watching. When we were watching Florida, Texas A&M, it looked like way more people than this.
Yeah, but the stadium is a little different, I guess.
This is also a lot of people, though.
Yeah. So obviously,
what game is this?
I think this is the Arkansas game.
It's taking me a minute to.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
No,
Arkansas.
but you pan out and it. All right, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. So I'm just saying, like, so the article just talks about how the college football scene feels like a normal, and now during pandemic we should be doing more, and the whole point is that what their goal is that they wanted to at least try to make it feel as normal as possible, still try to, I guess, meet the requirements for safety, right? And that's what the article had talked about the different development. But however, though, obviously certain school contracted it, positive, like University of Florida, their coach, and then you have Baylor University, then you have Alabama, and so like the COVID situation is not contained as very well, and they're just taking it case by case, and they kind of NCAA kind of knew that going into it. So the question is though, should they shut down football in general? Because right now it's slowly getting out of control, but people want football and people want normalcy.
Okay.
No, they don't need to cancel football. I think if it gets out of control and a lot of teams like end up continuously having a breakdown, like yeah. The big thing is like NFL, or at least most of the NFL teams, don't have people in the stands. Don't have people in the stands. Like you're
That's
just
true.
making a bad situation worse. The NBA worked because they had 15 players and a couple practice squads. Like we were talking like I don't know, each team like maybe 100 people back and forth. Like you talk a football team, there's 53 starting players or like 53 man
Plus
roster plus practice squad plus like coaches. Like there's too many people. There's too many people. Yeah, water boys. There's too many people that you're touching. Even if you had a bubble, it would be hard to do that.
Yeah.
But then you add on top of that, you're gonna add fans to the equation. That makes no sense. Then you add in the fact that you're not paying these people.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many reasons why you shouldn't be doing any of it. But at the very least, just cut out the fans. Like, what does that hurt?
So you think it's okay to still have football but cut out the fans?
Why not? Like everyone else is doing it. It's like still like basketball was still great. Like we were still watching it, and it was still amazing to watch with no fans. It's fine.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you feel differently than.
No, I mean, either way, I think college football without fan, it's not the same feel vibe, I guess, energy wise. But also at the same time, though, I mean, you see that I guess I've never been to an NFL game to justify compare that, but I've been to playing a college football game, and most people go to a college football game for that experience, right? And I feel like a home court advantage, it's because of the fan.
Yeah, same with basketball, which they didn't have fans, and they like it was fine. Like you still had a competitive game. It wasn't like
it was competitive. I agree. I feel like, but also you saw the explosive of offense though in the bubble. I feel like.
Yeah, but there's this thing going on called COVID.
I know. Yeah.
It's killing people left and right. Yeah. And my next article will talk about my reason why I feel so strongly about this.
But you say you still want football to go on though.
I don't want it to go on. I honestly think it shouldn't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just have it wait. I mean, my only thing is I just don't think that it can operate well. Like I think Florida missed what 2 weeks or
2 games now.
2 weeks now, yeah.
Yeah. Like how do you manage that? Like the Patriots,
you push the games towards the end. That's what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but that's just like football kind of needs to go on a structure because it ends up being not fair to the players, and then you have time where they're not practicing. Yeah. Like it just doesn't work out. Like Cam Newton not playing for the Patriots, that's your quarterback. And you just can't.
Well, at least I feel like college players has more to lose than an NFL player because this is their draft stock, and this is the draft year for especially for seniors.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
everyone's
also the
getting
fact that-
additional years on their
Are they though?
football. Yeah.
I thought if they didn't play, they would get additional year. Is that true? I don't know. the
No,
details.
everyone's getting an additional year.
Yeah, but then there's also things about that. Like, all right, they get an additional year, but
That gives them a
a
year
lot
to
of
get
these players
injured.
need
There's
to
a lot of
go.
stuff.
A lot of these players need to go pro because anybody today, like, that knows about like concussions and what the game represents, they're not doing this because they absolutely love it, or at least the majority. People are doing this because it's the easiest way, quickest way to get money. There's a 53-man roster versus the 15-man roster in the NBA.
Yep.
That's why they're doing it. And so that extra year probably doesn't amount to anything. Like, as soon as they hit their 3-year point, they're like, I'm going in even if I'm undrafted because it's $200K a year.
Yeah. That
Which
makes sense. I don't think the pros are fine to play. I feel like you shouldn't be playing college football because these kids aren't getting paid. Like,
So the kids are getting paid.
And I think that whoever wins this year, like, it's a super asterisk. Like, it doesn't mean anything
because you don't play cross conference anymore.
You're not playing cross conference. Like, there's just so many things that's just like it's not.
Is it though? Like, I feel like there's like the record books don't have asterisks. Like, they're gonna still have.
No, they don't. But I mean, I just feel like this is a huge money grab. They have UNC decided, all right, we're gonna open up school. We're gonna run like normal. Week 1, students go home. Players, you guys stay here because even though it's dangerous, we need the money. It's like that doesn't make sense.
So then, do you think that if the players were getting paid somewhat per game, then it'll be okay, Robert? Because you mentioned that they're not getting paid.
I feel like if you're not like you're pushing these kids to go play when they're not really getting compensated out of it, like, at all. So like, at least the pros are getting paid. That's their job. They're gonna go do it. These kids, they're just there because they need to be, because that's like their school is like forcing them into playing. Some of them aren't playing because they want to, but then I'm like, just if they couldn't play, they would just go to school, go to school.
Okay, so now besides college football, do you think college basketball is allowed to go on? I think college basketball will be fine.
What?
They could do the bubble. They could do the bubble like.
Why are you saying this, Mike?
Because I feel like they could do the bubble like in NBA.
How?
How
many colleges are there versus how many NBA teams are there?
You know how many colleges actually have like a team, because getting a basketball team costs a lot less than getting a football
I get
team.
that, but I'm saying that I think it's own little regions. You know what I mean? Not the same exact.
You know how much the NBA paid a lot of money to Walt Disney to have that bubble, right?
Yeah.
You think all of these college schools have the same budget?
Well, or even I think it will be easier to contain the people because there's only 20 people in the roster per team, something like that. And plus, I feel like it would be easier to quarantine those people.
I mean,
I think Mike just really wants sports. Like, he just really wants sports to go on. When we saw the Florida Texas A&M game, and we were like, oh, there's 24,000 people in a 100,000 person stadium. 24,000 people is still a lot of people. It's too many people to have it in there. And Mike was just like,
your response was, it's not that many people.
Yeah, you're like, it's okay. That's what you said. Like, it's okay.
And I forwarded you my friend's video of the game.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, this is too much. But like, yeah, I don't think any sport should be played.
What do you mean, how about track?
You think track should go on?
No, they're still too close.
Really?
And track doesn't make any money for anyone. Yeah. So
like, nobody even wants to watch it. So like, what are you doing it for?
I don't know. I think baseball should go on still, though. Baseball's
why nobody likes us for either.
I think baseball could play.
The people that watch college baseball are dying off soon anyway. So baseball's like
I love college baseball. I used to watch college
baseball's falling behind hockey and ratings.
I didn't know that.
No, but hockey's fun to watch.
But you're talking about nationally. You're not talking about college, right? You're talking about just.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I threw a number out there. I did a Trump. I said it with confidence.
Said it in the comments. I totally agreed. I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We're gonna go for it. No, but like, hockey's fun to watch. The thing is, like, the baseball, you don't really touch anyone. Like, there's no contact.
I feel that if people want to watch a boring game, fine.
I
I don't think it's spreading anything. So go ahead.
I feel like I don't know, especially right now.
Should
with
they
the
wear a
World
mask when they're hitting? Like when they're
Oh, because they're
out
next
there?
to the
Yeah.
catcher.
Yeah.
I see that.
Do they
Well,
wear a mask?
right now I'm
I
watching the
don't know.
World Series.
I didn't watch any games last year, and I haven't watched any this
Really,
year, so I can't really.
Baseball games?
I watched all the playoff games so far right now. So
Of the World Series games?
yeah,
Or
well,
the
both sides,
MLB game?
NCLS and the LCS.
I watched none. I've only gone to Giants games because they're cheap and you only go there to like hang out with friends. You don't really go to watch the game. I think I've gone to a bunch of games and I don't even remember the score on any of them.
One time was with me. Remember that?
Did you go with us? Which
I
one?
I remember when me and you scouted tickets with Josh and Sammy. We scouted tickets in the street. Remember that?
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I don't know how that game ended either. Like it just
the Giants won. What are you talking about?
I don't even know. Like there's so many games. It
I have a
doesn't make
picture of
it
the
so
score.
boring. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Baseball games, I will go. Baseball games are fun. You go with your friends. You walk around. Like it's kind of nice. You just be around friends and not care about the what's happening on the field.
I just like the tradition.
Like football games, basketball games. Like generally, you have like
can't
some
leave.
stake in it. You're like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like
Yeah.
Like baseball games, it's just like how many fights in the stands happen in baseball games versus like basketball and football. Like there's always like just some
people get too drunk because that's all they're doing.
Yeah, but I feel like people at baseball games get drunk equally because there's not a lot of stuff going on, but it's just like a happy drunk. Like, hey.
I like baseball games because of the tradition. So I've gone to different stadiums. So I've been to Marlins games, I've been to a Cubs game, I've been to a Dodgers game, I've been to a Yankees game, I've been to a Boston game, I've been to a Giants game. What else have I been to? An Anaheim game. Like so, it's different.
You sound a little bit like the guy in Forrest Gump. He's like popcorn shrimp.
Yeah, you gotta name every single one. But what tradition did you find at the Giants game that you were like happy to be around? I don't even.
No, I'm just saying it's just different vibe in general. Like,
No. I don't think the Giants have like that tradition. Like,
no, they don't. I mean, the Yankees does though.
I went to a bunch of
Boston
games, Orioles, and it was like it's not a baseball city, even though they really like the Orioles. I went to a Cubs game and I just felt something different.
Me too. I mean, the Cubs game. Yep.
But that all said, I drank and talked to friends.
That's really what baseball games are for.
I don't. I mean, I love hockey games too, though.
Hockey's fun though. Hockey's a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Only live though. They gotta find a way to do it on TV.
They just gotta do the 3D thing, just like they do in NBA.
I don't know. Oh, I had so my old roommate Timmy. He's like big into hockey. He loved it, and he's a Rangers fan. And so there was one day I was playing video games. He was watching the game. I walk into his room. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And he's like, oh man, the Rangers are losing by 2, and they just got penalized. There's one person they're down a person, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, so all they gotta do is score like three goals while they're 4-on-5, right? And he's like, yeah, I guess. And then so I walk back to my room. I still play games again, and then they end up scoring 3 goals, being down a player. And he's like, Din, what the heck? How did you do this? You got to watch all the games with me. That's how it works. I just call it and it happens. That's how.
Yeah, can you imagine that happening in basketball? I mean, I know like occasionally like the rest of the team fouls out and it's 4 against 5, but that happens a lot in hockey.
Yeah.
Well, in hockey, your line stays there. That's why you can't just play somebody. At least in basketball, you can sub.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think about it. In baseball, I think if you've gone through all your pitchers, you can't pitch. Isn't it? Like, I think there's a limit of pitchers you can use.
Yeah. You can't reuse a pitcher.
Yeah.
So then if you go through your whole what are they called?
Roster. Your pitchers roster. Yeah.
And I think that's it.
Your active pitchers. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to forfit, right? I don't even know.
You have to forfeit the game. Yeah.
Another reason why I don't like baseball, it's like your pitcher's supposed to be like your quarterback, and the fact that I can go to a game and Tom Brady can't play today because he played yesterday.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can't play. You cannot play back-to-back games. I guess you can say.
Yeah, you gotta rest them. You gotta rest your pitchers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel. No, go ahead.
I was gonna transition. I feel like we've invested too much time. In
All right, too much.
Conversation.
All right, so
Too much
extra MSC session. Okay, let's do this. All right. So Robert, you have a funny story set?
Yeah. Let me find it. I have it written down here.
Funny extra sheet. Okay.
All right. So here, I'm gonna send you this picture that I saw. It is a person who put in a handwritten job application. Sorry, this post. Oh, it's just removed. What the heck?
Donovan removed it.
In the discussion they have it. So.
Okay.
Oh no, it says.
We appreciate your interest in your company, but we decided to move forward candidates.
Oh man, this was such a funny article. It was like, so it was a handwritten note, and then in the note it was like, oh, I saw that your manager for like your stock manager or whatever recently passed, so I'm putting in my application. And he's like, yeah, I go to a bunch of interviews and people keep saying that they don't have a position open, so I'm catching you red-handed where you have a person open because this person died. I just went to their funeral and saw it, and so I'm attaching my resume and my resume and the death certificate so that you have.
You're the go-getter. Let me tell you.
Oh my god.
It's a go-getter.
It was handwritten. Like I was like, oh my god,
that's so good.
This is a good.
It's
a good.
definitely.
I think you definitely hire that guy.
Yeah, you gotta hire him, right?
The guy has research. He's got drive.
Yeah. He wants a job.
He has good penmanship. Like nobody writes anymore. Everybody types. Like,
That's true.
this guy's taking the extra effort.
Yeah.
I would hire the guy, especially. That's hilarious.
I can't believe they removed it already. This was earlier today. I saw it, like maybe like a few hours ago.
That was funny.
I still see the picture. Like
oh, you do? I don't see it. It says, sorry, this
it.
post is removed by moderators.
Maybe it's because I don't have a login. I don't do Reddit.
Oh.
I don't have a login either right now. I'm logged in and I don't see it though. It's definitely removed.
I will
screenshot it. Just
screenshot it for you.
Oh my god.
All right, so while you screen capture it, I'm gonna share my article. I also read it, and it's okay. So it's pretty much, so for those who are not watching YouTube, it's pretty much, as the title says, my former coworker was supportive of me towards me changing jobs, and they got me a cake. In the cake it says, "Fuck you, quitter." That is so good though. Imagine you walk in that room, hey,
That's funny.
Hey, it's a free cake though. I can't complain about that. I would take the cake, to be honest.
That kind of similar thing happened to me, like just as I left Under Armour.
No, you did not. Really?
I mean, not a whole fuck you cake, but I guess what I was there like 7 years, but I had 13 desks. I counted how many desks I changed, and probably at least 10 different roles in the time. So like it was kind of like every 6 months Sean's gonna move to a different team. Like, it's not because I was leaving. It's just like I'm good at my job, so just kept getting promotions. But I took on a job probably in July, and with a director that I really had a good relationship with, and like November I put in like my 2 weeks notice, and he was like, motherfucker. He was like, I should have known not to hire the guy that leaves every 6 months.
Yeah, no, right, the pattern.
Oh my god,
that is hilarious though.
I always joke with everyone who quits or on my teams. I'm always like, oh man, I can't believe you're leaving us. Yeah, I do the same thing. I just don't make them a cake. I just say it to them out.
In consulting, it's different though. So we know, okay, you're leaving us. So who are you going to? Like we know we know you're going to a competitor. So
I mean, that's
so,
the
like,
same with everyone, right? You're always asking where they're gonna go next.
but like we're like, okay, like we know like which 4 you're going to or which 6 you're going to tell you, like so okay, we'll watch your back, don't worry. Like, we'll be watching you. And in a sense, like, because it's such a small world, like everyone knows everybody in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
They say that in consulting, like everything's a small world. I don't know.
It is. I actually, it's a funny story. My first company out of Jacksonville, it got bought up by KPMG, and during the one of the bid, what's called, when we're doing orals and bidding for assessment, KPMG was there to do an oral presentation, and we were next. And so we're in the same conference room, and like, wait, is that my fucking old old director from like 6 years ago? I'm like, oh shit, it is. And we went to saying hi to each other and some of that. And then my director's like, how do you know this guy? I'm like, oh, I used to work for them. And he's like, well, you know, you work for KPMG. Oh no, I never knew. I found out obviously later on. They got bought up by KPMG later, but and it's just funny because so my director tried to get some insight out of him. Oh no, he's a great speaker. This guy's gonna kill it. It's like, and so he's like, do we stand a chance? I'm like, I don't know. We'll find out soon. So
I don't know. Every industry seems like they're a little close knit. I've like, I don't know. In the finance world, it's very similar. I guess maybe it's.
I mean, but
I guess my big thing is I haven't burnt any bridges bad enough that it's really mattered or like worked with anybody. I guess my thing is like if you run into a bad boss, like generally speaking, I don't know. I'm just not worried about a bad superior because if like they come in like they're bad, so they're eventually gonna get removed from the situation.
Yeah, I'm never worried about like that I've made any enemies. It's just everyone knows everyone, really.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in an industry, everyone knows everyone.
There's also this thing called LinkedIn.
I guess. But, okay, so I actually run to my former coworkers at the airports all the time too. You know what I mean? Like I've run into a bunch of people at the airport all the time. Like, and they used to be my old.
Well, that happens when you live in the freaking airport.
Yeah. When you like travel.
Come on, how many
for 70% of your time?
I mean, how many airports in the United States are, let's be honest, at the same time?
Yeah, but you guys all travel, so
yeah,
like,
you travel like so much. It's obviously gonna you've had a ton of coworkers, right? In your 10 years of experience, you have to have known thousands of people.
First of all, it's only been 8 years.
Yeah, that's like playing poker and being like, oh, I'm surprised because I got aces, but there's like 50 aces in the deck. Like, you're gonna get aces.
It's like I said, for me, it's a small world type of deal. So.
Yeah.
They're all small. Every world is small. That's what they do. They say it's a small world. Everything just is so close knit.
All right, Sean, you have a story or you have a funny thing?
Sorry to let you down. Nothing funny.
No, nothing funny. All right, your life is just it's just so hard. Like we gotta.
It's not hard. It's just not funny. I cry a lot. Grown man might cry. Is that funny?
Yeah, that's funny. We'll laugh at your face if you want.
There we go.
That's why we're good friends.
Okay. It's not a funny story. It's a nostalgic story.
Okay.
So, I have been playing Legend of Zelda or Breath of the Wild a little bit, and it's kind of like my morning ritual to kind of just get me ramped for work. And they have
that's your morning ritual.
It was a morning ritual. So they have this thing called Astral. I'm not gonna. It pretty much goes back to like back when we played video games, Sega, Nintendo. You can't save. You pretty much have to go through all the funny things.
Oh, really?
If you die at
resets back to the story.
Yeah,
okay.
Gotta start with that. So third time I finally get through, get all the way through, make it, win. I don't think I haven't felt this since I was like 10 years old. I was like, I got up and I was like, yeah. Nobody was around. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
I was gonna say like with your mask.
6 o'clock in the morning in the middle of basketball shorts, and I'm just like, yeah. 30 minutes later, I call into my morning meeting.
I don't know if I have any of those anymore. I don't play video games that much anymore to like have those type of things. I've been playing Dr. Mario a lot. So then if I get to like a really hard stage, I'll be very happy to get through, but I don't like stand up, and I maybe I'm just not playing hard enough games.
I mean, I don't think games are set up to be quite as hard as they used to be.
That's
and
true.
and it was just like that old format of like all right, you got to go through 23 rounds. If you die at any point, even if it's at 22, start back at the beginning.
Wow. Yeah.
So I got all the way through. Felt like I did something good that day.
Yeah, you should put that on your quarterly review or whatever for HelloFresh.
Like I wasn't fully prepped for a 7 o'clock meeting, but
but I got through.
My mind's really good.
Oh man, that is a good story.
That is crazy.
All right, Mike, will you have another article for us?
Yeah, I do. About this. Okay, let's talk.
Wait! Don't we want to talk about the one that relates to Mike's last article?
Oh yeah, we could do that first. Yeah,
go
ahead.
Let's hop over to the one about.
Oh yeah, Sean, you have the link for that, right?
Yeah, I put it in. It's the brain fog.
Oh, brain fog. I see.
Yeah. So while Wong is completely 100% fine with 20, 25 plus thousand people sitting in stadiums, the reason why I'm not fine with that, I'm young, I'm healthy. I catch COVID, pretty small chance that I'm gonna die. The only thing I have going for me is my brain. The idea that I could catch COVID and afterwards I could forget a trip, I could forget what was said in a meeting beforehand, just scares the living crap out of me. And that's what a lot of these people are going through. It's like lawyers, doctors, just a lot of professionals that caught COVID, got over it, recovered, and their brains are just not working the same. They're calling it like a brain fog, where essentially like just things flop out. Either they forget or have amnesia for like certain periods in their life, or nurses have left the room, talked to a patient, and forgot everything they said.
Wow.
That's probably one of the scariest things for me. It's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna die from COVID. I'll recover, but uh, like I don't know. I rely a lot on my brain. Like I like to play strategy games. I like to play poker. Like that doesn't make me money at the end of the day, but
Well, the side effects of it, right? There's a lot of
yeah,
side effects
yeah,
to it. So for some
yeah.
people,
There's side effects, and we don't know like how to trigger what triggers what side effects. Like people were getting paralysis. Like people were having lung issues. That's the thing that scares me, and that's why I think that yes, football's great. It's very entertaining, but the risk is just
Yeah,
a
well,
lot.
there's a lot of unknown neurological symptoms behind it, or some people could have it, some people could not, and obviously it reacts on everybody's differently. So it's definitely a
So what you're saying is a coin flip, like
yeah. Like you get that's a risk you have to take if you're gonna get COVID. Like that's
right. And
you go.
If you go to a football game, you know your risk, right?
No, I don't feel like I feel like they don't care about this risk.
No, I
just feel like these stories are not being publicized anywhere near enough. Like I had to.
You don't think so?
I know not so.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
The stories that get published are like, oh, 1 million people got infected with COVID, but only 200 died. But what about the 800 that live? Like, what's their life like right now?
So wait, so you're saying that they're not publicizing the follow-up story, what's going on with their life? You think is it because there's not enough it's just not attractive, or do you think it's done purposely to kind of like people need to go back to normalcy?
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose is. I don't know. It's probably maybe it's just not a sexy story. I don't know, but I just know it's not being talked about, and it's an issue.
No, it is scary. Like, don't get me wrong.
Keeps me awake at night. Like I don't know, like the paralysis. Like I mean, it's bad, but like the lungs and whatnot are like kind of like I can deal with that. But like the brain. Ugh.
I mean, I get mad.
I'm already not the smartest person in the room. I'm resourceful. I'm probably the most resourceful person in the room, but I'm never the smartest person. You start taking like little bits of that.
Yeah. I get mad at myself for just losing my keys or like misplacing something. Imagine if I just forgot. If I just forgot something that.
Hey, I forget
I
stuff
don't
every
know.
day, Robert.
No,
That's how I
no.
feel.
I think
That's
one of the stories in there was a lawyer. Like she like recovered from it, and
Yeah.
she was on a plane. She was talking to somebody. It's like, yeah, that thing that you use to like clean your teeth. She couldn't remember what a
toothbrush.
toothbrush
The
was called.
toothbrush.
Even after like somebody said it, she was like, huh.
Sounds. Yeah,
Familiar.
I would be. No, I'm just saying. Like, I get mad at myself for that type of stuff, for this small stuff. If I couldn't remember, like, if something like this happened, I'd be so angry at myself, like, so much more, and it would be like so hard
Frustrating.
mentally, for me, right? Yeah, it's definitely. I don't know. I can't imagine being in this.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, I do wish that we collect some kind of data up behind that. That'll be cool that'll be interesting to see. Like, hey, out of this, 1,000 people got COVID that were hospitalized and just survived, right? And to see what are the side effects because it's been what 7 months now, so you should be able to see some kind of pattern or what kind of side effects that they're getting after the
That's the thing I'm saying. It's like it's not being. Am I still talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get something.
Okay. It's not being reported like all this, like I just hear bits and pieces of stories like this. Like they were saying that like 200K people like are dealing with paralysis. Like why isn't that on CNN? Why isn't that like front page?
Yeah,
Like that's big
elections,
news.
baby, elections right now.
Oh joy. Well,
You
by
think
the
you
time
think
this
if
airs,
you think if
we'll have a
elections weren't there, they would be talking about the side effects of COVID?
no
I would
because it
think,
will be the new person's problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I think
election.
election is an easier story to cover because right now everyone wants to be talking about it. It's easier to clickbaits. Clickbaits. It's all about clickbaits.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But there
All right.
there was a time when news was actually news that was
News.
helpful.
Right.
When was that
Back
though?
in the good old days, we're making America great again,
What
okay?
when
And that
America
was
was
that
great
was
again?
when America was great. All right.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't know. It's a little. It's. I mean, it's. I guess it's very painful because actually, if you were the new president of the United States, what would you do, Sean? I'm curious. Like, let's say that you go to the office tomorrow. Will you shut down the country again for a month?
Uh,
Or
there'd be a lot of things I do.
no.
Like,
But I'm talking about just COVID related. Like, will you shut down the country a month just to quarantine people? Hey, make sure everyone goes. You know.
if I was president for and I got in office, I would talk with our leaders and scientists and figure out what's the best plan.
You
Like
don't think
we all have to figure this all out together. And
Because it's
I,
hard.
without a medical degree, should not be the person deciding it. I should be like the person like facilitating conversation, and it can't just be like one nation.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, like not to deframe it, well, we're not going to go to this, but like global warming and environment stuff.
Yeah.
Like America could do everything right. There's a
Everybody
whole
else
world.
gonna yeah.
there's
Whole
still
world.
So
China and India who have way more
Yeah.
people that are affecting it too,
yeah.
right?
What?
Like this,
So like
there's more
whatever's
countries
done,
out there
yeah, whatever's done needs to be science based, and it needs to be like something
worldwide.
that the world's operating
Well,
on.
the reason why I was asking that question mainly is because I feel like whether the solution to shut down the country again or not, it's just that now because that next president who's going in, whether it's Trump or it's Biden or not, they're gonna run into the situation now. Okay, COVID's still happening, pandemic's not over yet. You're still doing national emergency. What do you do next? Right?
Well, I think the first thing you do is you stress the severity of the virus and not try
But the
to
credibility's
downplay.
gone already. Other people thinks it's a joke. You know what I mean? A lot of people thinks it's a joke.
Yeah, but you don't continue that joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't continue to tell that joke. I think the big thing to do is like, yeah, probably a shutdown can't really happen because you wasted it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people have a certain
Opportunity's
amount of
gone.
tolerance.
The opportunity's gone
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have a certain amount of tolerance and they're not going back in their house. Like in other countries where there's a dictatorship, maybe you can do that, but we're not there. At least not now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you have to figure out something that works for everyone, and it has to be like worldwide. But
And for how long though? You keep that in mind. For how much longer?
until it's right, until it's fixed.
What's
No.
fixed? I mean,
Uh, I heard up the grapevine that a vaccine is coming next week in the coming weeks. So I think we're gonna be fine.
Okay, cool. Well,
that's what I heard.
What is this gonna be?
A lot of smart people are saying this.
Royal Caribbean called me earlier this week, or
Oh really?
Saturday. Yeah, they were like, hey, so I'm your consultant, and you went on a cruise like 4 years ago. Are you ready to
come back? Yeah. Yeah, I don't see a worse idea than going on a cruise right now.
I think after that last cruise, I refuse to go on a cruise again. It's just like it's not fun. Probably not good to say. I like to go vacation in places better than my house. I want it to be luxurious, and there's nothing luxurious about a like 10,000 room ship. Like all the bathrooms are like small. Like
that's because you haven't been to suite yet, man. You haven't hooked up to a full suite penthouse style cruise, man. That's why.
Yeah, but then there's still just too many people. Like the only way I'm getting on a boat again for a cruise is if we do like below the deck type super yacht. There's only like 4 or 5 rooms.
Yacht stuff now, man. You got update. You got to upgrade now.
Wow.
We're doing yacht stuff right now already. We've been doing yacht stuff for the past couple of years.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I wasn't invited to any of those.
Yeah, sure, okay, sure, okay. No, but
I was invited to one of them, and I didn't go. But
you guys were invited every year, okay, by the way.
No,
I don't think that's true.
I think I was invited to that one year that Dim was.
The one to Croatia. I remember I was invited to Croatia.
That's how I started it.
Yeah, but I wasn't invited after that. I guess since I said no the first time, they're like, never again. We're not asking this guy again.
All right. Moving on to the next topic. So I have a link, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about this.
Oh, Mike's got all of the like serious topics going on.
Yeah. So this article talks about how the Fed wants to kind of research, investigate, the digital currency principle, and they wanted to get into with the central banks and stuff like that. Hey, how can we pretty much control this? To be honest, even though they want to promote innovation, efficiency, they just want to fucking control it. That's all they want to do. Okay, and we're kind of like digital currency is kind of hard to control it because
control it or find a way to make money off of it.
I think they want to control it in order to make money off of it. And so part of it is not only monitoring transaction, is the limited amount, right? So one of the issue right now is there's a coin shortage. And part of it is that because technically, everyone knows Fed doesn't really print money. Like they got, that.
What do you mean coin shortage? Like actual coin?
Physical
coin shortage. And is it because they're just not making enough?
No, there's a couple of reasons. Like there's several reasons. It could be also people just taking the literally physical coins itself, melting it into something else, copper or something like that, or it could be a lot of different things. And money could be sitting in other foreign countries and they're not United States. You know what I mean? So like it could be a lot of different things though.
I don't understand the shortage because like I don't hold any coins or like very limited cash now.
That's you.
I guess that's true.
I feel like a lot of people are still using cash. I can't remember the last time outside of going to dispensary or to a poker room that I've had cash in my hand.
Okay, when I say coin shortage, you keep this in mind. Though also people moving, it's just money not circling enough because people are just holding cash too. So they're holding it in the house.
Oh, that's what you mean. You don't mean like actual physical coins.
Well, it could be different reasons. That's what I'm trying to say. Like when people talk about coin shortage, it could be part of that. It could be the circulation money, one, but it also could be the physical piece of the money where there's actually not enough physical money around to go around. So anyway, the Fed come out and says, "Hey, there's a coin shortage right now. It's because of COVID." But I think right now the situation is more about the circulation of money. So I don't know.
Right now, so they're saying that there's not enough circulation of the money that's going on. We're in a pandemic. Like I can see why there wouldn't be enough like circulation of money. People don't have money to circulate or are holding on to money so that because they're worried, right? I can see why there's no circulation or less.
but either way, though, whether it's actual physical money not being enough, or with the circulation in general, the Fed is using this as an excuse to look into the digital asset of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they want to control the centralization of that. And part of this conversation, I guess, is it's like you would think that this is their way of printing extra money, I guess you can say, or try to manipulate people to get into the digital currency where you literally you've controlled the power of the
where they
power of
think
money.
they can try to control the power. I feel like digital currency was created to like not be controlled. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to find a way to do this.
And who controls it though? The central bank?
Yeah, that like the whole cryptocurrency was made so there wouldn't be this controlling central bank, right? Like that's what it was made for. Like the whole premise of it goes against their whole theory.
I don't know. It's like they're trying to. So they got 7 central banks together, and this is like the central of the central banks. And supposedly they're trying to make some rules out of this and try to get some monetary policy out of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting read because I mean,
sorry to cut you off. I just don't feel like they can figure it out. Like the Fed has tried to like figure out things that are complex and try to like manage it, and every time they get slapped in the face. Like online poker got like smashed, and they were pretty much like, how can we make money off this thing? Like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Like, how are you getting taxed? And now it's like only legal in like 2 states, and it's just like,
right.
I just don't.
They went from like, oh, we have this huge community of online poker players. Okay, now we're going to try to figure out a way to monetize it. That's good for us. And then now there's none. Like they just like, oh, it's all gone. So like the whole community is gone. What it like? I feel like they don't know what they're doing. But I don't know. It's hard. It's difficult.
I don't think this will go away because this is like a more international piece now, where
what we're saying is like, yes, they will try and they probably won't crash it, but they're just gonna either leave it alone and let it exist, or they're gonna go in and destroy it and no one's gonna use it. I think it's one of the two.
So you don't think there will be like a digital dollar in the future?
No, I think there will be. I think they're gonna make their own currency.
Yeah,
but
it's just not gonna be Fed regulated.
It might I feel like they might have like a USD, like United States coin or whatever, and then they'll regulate that. But if that gets enough use, I don't know. Like it seems like it doesn't. I don't feel like the.
Have you guys seen Mr. Robot?
Yes, I
refuse to watch that show because the guy is just way too ugly.
What? Wait,
He's ugly. I knew that's what you were saying too.
He's disturbingly unattractive. It just like distracts me too much to like watch.
It's such a good show.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I 100% believe it, but he's just.
What's his name? What's his name?
His eyes are for some reason his eyes are too big. His face is too small. Is it like there's a lot of stuff going on with him.
Yeah. But I'm sure he's an amazing actor. Great.
He's a really good actor.
No, the show is good. The show is good.
Yeah.
I can see why you say it's distracting though. It's also a reason I won't tell my mom to watch it because my mom also is in the same boat.
Wait, your mom will criticize that? Really?
No, my mom is in the same boat where she's like, no, I'm not gonna watch this. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch this show. The person that's the lead is too ugly. Like I don't want to watch.
It's one thing to not be attractive, but he's like distractingly unattractive.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a pretty good actor. He acts. What other movie he's in?
No one said that he's not a good actor.
Yeah.
What we're stating for fact is he's ugly.
Maybe you should just listen to the show. Maybe just don't watch it.
That's how it works.
It's hard.
So wait, you never seen Bohemian Rhapsody then?
No.
That's a good movie.
Wait, the movie Bohemian Rhapsody?
I heard it actually wasn't that good by some of the YouTube.
No, it was really good. He actually did a really fantastic job. So
okay.
I heard it was good from people who like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Like that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's about Queen, the band, right?
Yeah. So. If they like the band, they like the movie. That's what I've found. But yeah, like where are we on?
Digital currency.
Oh, digital currency. Yeah, I feel like they'll try to like create something, but I don't know if they'll get enough use out of it. and like if anyone will adopt it. Like adoption
Well, I was saying,
is
okay,
a
so
big
that's
deal.
why I brought that show up. You know how they're talking about the digital currency, the coin there, like that show. But so I feel like if you get all the banks to buy in the same exact thing, everybody will adopt it, and then only that you get an extra $100 bonus. You know what I mean? You make an incentive, right? So like right now in cryptocurrency, it's like if you sign up for the ICO or you sign up for let's say you dump their money and to earn interest, you get an extra $100 just to put your coin in there, and they pay you interest to hold the coins, and that's how they make money right now. So there's a lot of lenders right there. You can borrow coins for almost like dirt cheap, and they still make money out of you, and all you get is just pay it back. And so I feel like if there's enough incentive, people would jump in, especially in a recession. Think about it.
Wait, you think they're gonna like come out with this like within a month?
16 months.
Like, are we still gonna be in a recession in 16 months?
I feel like recession just started. I mean, we haven't hit the hard part yet.
We haven't started. Like, it's not gone down at all. We've only gone up. We're still on a bull market.
Actually,
actually,
watch the bond guy. He actually explained that we're already in this recession already in the beginning of it. It explains why.
All my stocks are up.
I get that we're in a physical recession, but the market has not hit.
Oh yeah, it made no sense. The market. I
right. So like it's not real recession.
Yeah.
Like the markets haven't hit yet.
Let me ask you guys: do you think this second stimulus will get signed before or after election?
After.
Yeah, I mean
1,000% after.
There's like less than 10 days or
there's
something.
No
like
incentive. That. So when this comes out, it'll already be after the election. So the election just happened. It's gonna get signed soon. That's.
I don't think the stimulus is gonna get signed until January or February.
January, February? That's possible, but I feel like it's definitely after the election because there's no incentive for them to get it out before.
Yeah, and then right now there's a lot of speculation in the market because of that. Right now, it's positive and stuff like this because it's a lot of false speculations.
Kind of going off of that stimulus, like. Is anyone thinking about their 5-year plan?
Yeah, I have.
5-year plan.
In what?
Do you want to stay in the United States? Do you want to be a United States citizen? Do you think that you're gonna bump up high enough in the tax bracket that you can avoid some of the taxes that are gonna be levied after all of this stimulus money is like being paid out? Like. I'm in the middle class like right now, and I'm pretty scared that I'm just gonna I'm being screwed over for taxes, and I'm just gonna be kind of left more screwed over.
We're already getting screwed over, so it's already happening. And then our taxes are going to go up.
Well, I mean, just think about also where we're sitting. Like America used to be like the leader in all the industries and leader in like things. We're falling behind. And our government's losing money, and companies are like spending a lot of their work.
Yeah. Like we're closing ourselves in. It's kind of done on purpose because we had to quote unquote take care of ourselves. And I feel like there has to be a better balance for sure. Even with the new president, right? I think like there's still a bit better balance, but it's gonna take us easily 5 years to 8 years before we go back to close to where we were before, prosperity wise. I feel like we plateau. I don't feel like we're falling behind. I feel like we plateau. Everybody's doing better. That's why I personally see that from a macro perspective. Everybody's catching up to us. We're just plateau.
As a country, the United States.
Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know. I don't see where else I would want to live or I would want to be.
Yeah, I was thinking Australia, but I hear they have horrible Wi-Fi.
And the taxes too.
Yeah, they. Is it worse than here?
It's 4% everywhere. I think like 4% for most people.
4% tax.
40.
40.
Oh,
I think
but I'm already getting 40. So
yeah, we're close to that already. We're close to that. We're already there. So, is it really?
I don't know.
Problem?
One of my 5-year plan is to try to accumulate as much land as possible in the States. My biggest concern is that if the recession hits, a lot of foreign countries are going to buy United States land, like China or Russia, like to own more land in the United States. That's how they quote unquote take over, right? That's what's going to happen in South America as well. And so I actually want to acquire as much land as possible. That's what I want to do. Even my 10-year plan, actually.
Okay.
So
I mean, I feel like that's everyone's plan, right? Like that makes sense, except Sean, who doesn't like land. As an investment, but I feel like most people or on that plan?
It's not even investment just to hold it. I just want to be able to sit. I feel
you want to
like
be able to build your Walmart whenever you want.
yeah, that's true.
With
But
all the land that you have.
but what I'm saying is that like I think land value goes up more than like an average inflation rate. You know what I mean? So if I'm at cash sitting in the bank, it makes no sense to do that. You know what I mean? Like right now, for example, like a 10-acre land in middle Colorado costs what, $150K, something like that, but you pay $200 property tax a year. You know.
So what you're saying
then
is you're gonna buy my house?
But then you're in Colorado. Like,
hey, Sean, I'll buy the land. You'll build your house on my land, and that way, and just pay me rent.
Done and done.
Oh yeah, just cover my property tax. That's it. You know, you add value to my land.
$300 a year.
It's like 350. My friend just bought 30 acres. I think he's paying 650 something like that. Something ridiculous.
Like, so Sean only has to pay $650 a year to live there. Damn, Sean, that's a deal.
But he builds the house though. See, on it.
That's
a deal. No. We're moving to Colorado. We're going full Colorado. Getting a camper and some tents.
That's it. That's all you need. Yeah, like a couple. Get like a few of them. Have them all over.
I don't know. It's crazy though. Like I don't know. I think that's my next 5-10 year plan. I really want to own a bunch of plot of lands. That's it right now. That's like part of my portfolio. So. Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's move on. I have another. I have this, which is completely different than what we've been talking about. So there's this article. It's just AOC recently came on and played Among Us with a bunch of streamers.
I actually watched it. I watched most of it.
You watched most of it? I watched the last few. I watched the last few games that they played, and I just thought it was fun having like someone that's younger, who's a politician who comes out and like connecting with people.
And she didn't spend 20 minutes doing it. She spent like what, an hour and a half?
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a while. It wasn't like a 20-minute thing. She actually spent time actually there.
Yeah. And I just thought, like, as much as I don't know if I agree with all of her politics or whatever, but she seems like a fun person, like a actual real person, versus all these other politicians who are like,
well, she's trying to be real, right? She's trying to be real.
Yeah, but like, so is all these other politicians, but they don't know how to do it, right? Like, I feel like that's what's going on.
No, I do feel like she comes from a slightly different angle. I think me, you're probably pretty much the same on her. I have a lot of fear and critiques on her politics and her view.
Yeah, me too.
I think that'll change as she gets older.
I think so too.
But I like her starting point, and I think in 5 years I will be a huge AOC fan. Right now I'm kind of like a.
Do you think so? I was wondering, man. She's on here. She had 450,000 people watching or something on her stream. Mm-hmm. What if she just like quits politics and does streaming instead? Like,
right?
What if that happened? Like, she could totally have done that. Use her platform to go become a multi-millionaire streamer, and then
I mean, I definitely don't think that she is. I think that she truly does want to be a public servant. She wouldn't get behind things the way that she's getting behind them if she was just trying to like do this to make a money grab, or if she thought this was the only way that she could make money. I think she cares about.
I mean, I want to help people too, but then if I'm getting 450,000 people watching me on stream,
but she's a very different person than us. I don't think she thinks anywhere near the way that we think. So,
Robert, when was this stream at? When was the stream?
This week sometime.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
I think it was like 4 days ago, right? I think it was the
23rd. Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah.
So I'm watching, tracking her Twitter, her Twitch tracking metrics and stuff like that. So from the time she started streaming. Let me see how many followers she got. Let me see. I can tell you right now the stats.
It was just fun watching her, and then like just I like watching people play video games. As like weird as that sounds to a lot of people, like I like watching people play video games and seeing people interact.
All right, check this
So
out.
like watching it was interesting.
All right,
To, like have someone that's normally very like normally someone who's a politician is very stoic, very they don't seem like they want to have fun, and she seemed like someone who was.
well, it's a way to connect to younger audience or the different audience in general, right? So so
Did you send it?
oh yeah, hang on. So she pretty much did this on the 20th, and she literally gained on Twitch right now. This is just Twitch here, and this is on Twitter, and
I don't
this
care
is
about Twitch. Like she's not being a Twitch streamer.
no, but let me tell you though,
or-
she literally went 400,000 followers to 600,000 followers, and how many views? The video had over 1.6 million views. That's a lot. That's a lot of money, by the way. And if you look at her Twitter though, from the 20th, it just blew up. You know, she just gained over roughly around 250,000 people, just followers. And then look at the YouTube, dude. This is where the money's at. Her YouTube. Jesus.
This is where the money's at. We just talking about how she's not doing it for money, and she's not doing it for followers. Or I know, no, she is doing it for followers.
She's doing it for awareness.
But
She's
for
doing it for
awareness,
followers so that they'll
but not for YouTube or for Twitch.
No, I get it.
But I kind of like pigeon off of this. I think one of the things that really could help the government is getting an infusion of these early 30-year people that can really like have new ideas. Like the guy I just put in the thing, Michael Tubbs. He's like the youngest mayor. He's 30 years old, youngest mayor of Stockton, California, pretty small city. But he's instituted a ton of really, really good programs in the city and kind of like taking their city from being in a deficit to
He's
being
a guy
like
from
a
Atlanta.
surplus.
The same thing too. The guy from Atlanta.
Yeah.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
I'm not sure, but it's just like a lot of these people, like this kid, his.
We're gonna see that, Sean. By the way, we're gonna see that in 2024. I'm telling you now. That's gonna be a huge bunch of them.
Yeah, but this guy, his dad was in convicted felon. He's still in jail right now, and he like put himself in a school like by his bootstraps and just like started up. And it's like people like this that are just coming with new ideas, new energy, and not saying that they like came up based on like, oh, I followed this person all the way through my career. It's like I think these new ideas that will at first be a little bit cringy for certain people, but I think it's what we need because the system's a bit broken.
You know what I find interesting is I said the same thing on my Facebook or whatever, and I had people coming at me saying like, I was like, oh, we need to get these like old people out and get some new blood in here, and they were saying something like, oh, these young kids think that they know everything. That was the response I got, and I was like, I didn't say I know everything. I said that we need new blood to get new ideas to that understand the law, that understand the like what's going on in right now versus like people who are still in like the brick and mortar mindset, and like they have like they're still like thinking in an analog in a digital world, right? Like it's just
like the sheer fact that when we went up against Zuckerberg, like
they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, they were like, huh?
They literally walked over them, and then now we're stuck with that because of that issue.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it's because they just didn't understand it, and there's no policies around it, and they actually gave a leeway. But hey, we'll self-govern ourselves, we'll audit ourselves, and it's like stupid as hell. And right now, even nowadays, I feel like they're getting so much power right now, where I feel like corporates running America versus them running, America, and I try to help around America in a sense. So anyway, I sent you a link of this guy. He's like the youngest senator out of Georgia. This guy's, let me tell you, you're gonna see him in the next ballot.
How old is he?
33.
33.
Yeah. He became the youngest senator to sit a seat since Joe Biden. Yeah, it's actually really good. He won Georgia by the Democratic seat. That means he's pretty conservative for a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, but you're right, Sean. I do feel like there's gonna be a rush of new bloods in 2024. This is why I'm very excited and optimistic about 2024 already, because I feel like we've seen the worst of the worst from both parties.
And we've seen it for many, many years.
And we've seen it for the past 12 years now.
Yeah.
Obama was the worst.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Obama was pretty young.
Obama was pretty young
in comparison to like what we have.
Yeah.
He was like a young gun.
Even before that, even Bush was horrible too. You know what I mean? So I think probably last 16 years though. So
VP was pretty good. He got shit done.
Who? Wait, so who you say?
Bush's VP.
Bush.
I'm blanking on his
Dick.
name.
The guy who shot his friend.
Dick Cheney.
Yeah, Dick Cheney. He went hunting and shot his friend.
Yeah, there's one. He got shit done.
Dude, let me tell you, I didn't want to comment on Naomi about this, but anyway. So, yeah, but I don't know. We'll see though. I think this is. I feel like politics are gonna shift landscape really fast. I feel like my biggest concern is it will be too late by then, because if a recession hits, corporate is just gonna dominate more. It's so sad. Like we can't, especially with the stimulus stuff. I feel like that's a band-aid sometimes, and right now we're just adding band-aids on top of band-aid.
I feel like all the stimulus has been band-aid. That's all it is. And then they just like every time anything happens, there's a new stimulus that comes out, and it doesn't help us. It just helps. It helps like people who are like in really big needs, like people under 100,000. When California needs, if you're 100,000, you're in low income poverty rates. But yeah, let's move on to something else.
Yeah, so let's talk.
Do we want to?
I think we should talk more sports though. So
we went on a roll with sports.
I don't know.
We talked about baseball and hockey for a large percentage.
Let's talk basketball. Okay, let's talk about basketball. Okay, so now that the Lakers has won the championship, I was kind of mad about that, but I really feel like now. Do you think LeBron has sealed the legacy that he's actually one of the GOATs?
He's always been one of the GOATs.
No. What does GOAT stand for? Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
No, but you can
only be one.
No, but he's not.
One.
He's not the GOAT, but he's one of the GOATs, right? Like that makes sense.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay, Sean, top 3 for GOAT ranking. Who would that be? Top 3.
I mean, for mine, it's gonna be biased. Like I don't know. Like I only can rank the people that I saw play. So like only the people that I saw play. Kobe.
Yeah.
Jordan. For me, like
wait, is that 3-2?
Wait, or is that 3-1? Yeah.
Who is it? Are you coming up on your number 1, or is that?
Is it number 1?
No. It's just like no order.
No order. Okay.
Oh no.
No order.
No. I want to order.
Wow.
Okay, if I have to go order, Kobe because I saw him, grew up with him.
Yeah.
Jordan because I saw part of him. I did research. It's like, all right, cool. After that, I don't know. I think it would have to be like Iverson, but
wow, no even LeBron's not even top 3.
I mean, Iverson is like a stretch for me.
It's not done yet.
He's not done yet, but exactly. But okay, so he's 35 now, right? How many more years do you think he has left? 4?
I think he's got a solid 5. I think he's got a solid 5.
I think
like after seeing what he did this year,
I know.
He's got a solid 5 left. But I can't close the book on him until it's closed. So my GOAT can only be based on like people that are done.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, but like when you look at like people say how good of a year he's had for his age, but like Jordan at 35 was also putting up very good numbers. Not as good as LeBron's, but still like he was still putting up comparable numbers to some of the best in the game at that time too.
So here's the thing though, right? So there's a lot of argument going on that Jordan's still better because it's hard to do a 3-peat, and he did it twice, versus a Kobe.
So he's never lost.
It doesn't matter about losing. I feel like LeBron has been to how many finals? 10 years in a row. Finals? That's hard.
10 finals.
That's hard.
No.
It's not
It's not hard when you play in an East that's very weak. You can't give him credit for some of those some of those years with the Cleveland Cavaliers when there was nobody in the East. he had no business being in there with that first run of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Listen,
The
that amount
only
of
reason that
games
he was in there was because the East was weak.
No, but no, that like so you say that that's the one that I give him credit for. He took that team, like that shit team, to the finals, and then after that, he just collected all of the stars from and like put them into his team, and there's no other team that was even close to him. So like, why do you count that as like such a great accomplishment when you just accumulated all of the Eastern like great players and just put them on your team, and then there you go.
Do you think though, if Pippen didn't go to Chicago and he would have stayed in Portland, do you think Jordan would have won?
What do you mean? Stayed in Portland. He went to Portland after.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I think there was before. I think there was.
No, he got drafted by the Bulls.
Drafted by the Bulls.
Traded.
He got traded. That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. So okay. Well, if Pippen didn't go to Chicago, you think Jordan would have won?
I think Jordan would have pushed them to find someone to be a number 2, so he could have gotten over that hump.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like LeBron did the same thing to find his number 2, though. To be honest, if you think about it,
he found a number 2 and 3.
Well, D-Wade gave him 2 good years. To be honest, I really feel like D-Wade was on the decline at that point already. So
no, agreed.
And so he managed maybe playing that those.
Was he not a top 5 player?
No, for sure, not for the last.
In his first, when they first got together, he wasn't a top 5 player.
I don't know.
We have to go back.
Wow.
Like, Carmelo was still good.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of good players.
I would say top 15.
Top 15? You think
No,
Wade was top 15?
That first year. The second year, no. But the first year, I think
when they got together,
he was on the fringe top.
When they got together, there was 3 top 10 players.
I don't think he was top 5.
I don't think he was top 5 either, though, his first year. No.
I
love D-Wade, and I follow his career really closely. I feel like he's...
who was higher? It would have been Kobe, LeBron.
Yeah. Carmelo's still there, too. Don't forget.
I don't put Carmelo in that category at all.
Carmelo was really strong
good.
back then. Like, he was leading scorer. Like,
for a while.
But he didn't play defense.
Didn't matter what the offense that he was.
I mean, did his team win at all? Like, I feel like
they went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh my God! True. In the East. You're great comparison there.
Well, Boston was there at that time.
Was Dwight Howard at the time was good.
Dallas was still at that time. Dallas was still there. Don't forget about
Dirk.
that.
Yeah, so you still put Dirk there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put Kobe and you put Shaq wasn't there. Do I put Gasol?
Don't forget James Harden still there. Westbrook, Kevin Durant. Keep it in mind.
All right, I don't know. I feel like there were at least 3 out of top 10 players on that team.
I'll give him top 15. Okay, I'll give him top 15 for sure. Top 5's not.
I think all 3 of them were in the top 15. I won't say that.
Yep.
Yeah, so he had a stacked team, and it was a pretty deep team. And then they got Ray Allen the year after. So like,
Ray Allen wanted to go there though. Sorry.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying like
they just got more stats.
But Ray Allen was already on definitely decline for sure at that time.
It doesn't matter. His skill set didn't matter when he was on the decline. He can still be like
he wasn't driving as much, but he was a spot up shooter. Like he shot that ball like crazy.
Yeah.
He was the best shooter ever since that. Like at that point, he was the best shooter that they've seen.
So then, Robert, what is your top 3 GOAT that you think it belongs to that list?
Jordan's 1.
Really?
Like that's just like a automatic 1. Okay. I think Kobe is probably 2 or 3. And I would say Shaq is up there.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was so dominant in his time that it was just so hard to like put him in
I switched mine over. Yeah, Shaq over. I apologize.
Yeah. Like I feel like I would put LeBron like right there at 4. But like I don't know. There's
a lot of
he's good and he is really good and he's like a physical phenom since he came into the league.
I feel like he earned the respect this year though. I'm sorry, like doing 3 chips in 3 different teams, that's hard to do.
So like if you were to say he earned anything,
you have a solid team every time, like
but he made the franchise.
It's like a CEO going from like, all right, I'm gonna go from being Nike CEO to Apple CEO to Amazon CEO.
Yeah,
it's
but
like when you already have like a big team, where you can bring in whatever you need because that team has the resources or the cachet. Like it doesn't count that you got 3 titles
Yeah.
to 3 different
I
teams.
feel like the only championship that I like give him full credit for was the Warriors one, where he came back 3-1.
I mean, against with the Cavs.
Against the Warriors, yeah, with the Cavs.
Even though the league helped them a little bit there.
Even though the league helped, like that like he put them on his back and took him there. Like that was
and shoot, even the year before, like he played really, really strong against them without any help.
Yeah. It's just he didn't win that one. So like that win was the one that was like, all right, he's really good. Like that's puts him in the conversation. But
I feel like every time he goes to a new team, it elevates the team, elevates the franchise.
Obviously, you put Jordan on any team, they're gonna elevate. You took Kevin Durant over to the Warriors, and they were elevated as well. Like it's just like these are good players, right? Like they're like
do you think
excellent players.
No. It's the same example. CP3, not in the same echelon, but you take them and they're in the playoffs, fighting hard. CP3 last year
onto the Thunder.
OKC.
You can't name one player on OKC.
I feel that was a lot of Donovan's move though, coaching for OKC.
Oh my God, you give no credit to the players.
No. I'm saying like I feel like a system has to fit the players to use their strength. So I feel like Donovan.
Okay, so Donovan in the West found a way to take a team with no star other than old CP3.
No. But I'm saying though, like okay, he used CP3's strength. I'm not saying I'm not giving credit to CP3 though, but I feel like in a way
you're giving more credit to Donovan than CP3.
Yeah.
Okay. Except for
a coach that hasn't won anything in the NBA yet.
Yeah, but I just think about this, right? You really think, for example, if you put any other coach to OKC and the same roster, you think another coach would have done a better job?
Yeah, all the coaches that coached that roster got the team to the playoffs and got them deep into the playoffs because the team was good.
Wait, what roster?
All the rosters that OKC had, like when they had those. Like,
no, I'm talking about the exact roster that CP2 played with this year's playoff. I'm saying. Like, there's no star besides him.
I don't know. I think that's CP3. Sorry.
I
like
good.
Billy Donovan. I like Billy Donovan.
Yeah.
I like Billy D.
But he had both. He had like 2 of the top 5 players. Like he had 2 guys that had won MVPs in the same year for like 2 or 3
Westbrook
years.
And Durant.
Westbrook, and he didn't win a title. So he got them as far as he got.
Do you think it was Russell Westbrook's fault that they didn't win when Russell Westbrook was there? So you're saying Billy Donovan like pushed them so good, but then Westbrook was the reason that they lost? Like I feel
Billy D came in when it was his first year handling them. So he only handled them about 2 years or 2 years. I think it's 2 years.
Yeah. No. Don't come with that excuse.
No. I'm asking.
No. What happened with Golden State? It was whatchamacallit, Steve Kerr's first year. He took him to the title.
It's true. So, he won a title first year, Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr?
Yeah.
But Steve Kerr Steve Kerr is good though.
He never coached before in his career. He was a player.
Okay, let's be honest though. That Warriors team.
Billy Donovan won.
Oh my God, the first Warriors team that won was not amazing.
No, but they were good though, culture wise.
They were good, but they weren't at the level where they were like, oh, this team is gonna win. Nobody thought they were gonna win that first year.
They didn't have the confidence. I agree with that part. I do agree.
I don't know if it's even confidence. It was like I feel like they had a worse team than the other teams they were playing.
Okay, so let's go back to Billy D for a second. So for me, my argument was that it was his first year, and dealing with 2 superstars is harder for a first-year coach.
Okay.
Golden State Warriors.
I feel like
it's different though.
It might be a little different because Steph Curry is Steph Curry and Clay.
Yeah.
Very low key players.
Doc Rivers.
You mean with Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce?
Yeah, or Miami.
Yeah.
like Eric Spoelstra was the first year there.
He lost the first year. Wait a minute, he lost the first year.
Yeah, but they went to the finals and they almost won.
Again, but it's the East though, you said. So
I
have to give a lot of credit to Billy D because in the West, especially in the West, I'm sorry, it's just the West.
I don't know. I don't think I give more credit to Billy D. That's the only thing.
No.
Like I give him credit. I don't give him more credit than Chris
Then
Paul
it's CP3.
leading that
Okay,
team.
all right, that's fair. That's fine.
And yeah, I just don't give him more credit.
All right,
That's
so
all.
moving on. So my three are my Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jordan, and I'm very close.
Wait, is this 3-2-1, or is this
1, 2, 3 right now? One
What?
is Kareem.
Kareem is 1 for you? Okay.
Yeah. 2 is Jordan, and then 3 right now is between Kobe and LeBron. But LeBron right now, it's not his career. Like it's not finished. If LeBron can win 3 more chips, then he's definitely takes his spot.
Oh my God, he's got to win 3 more.
Yeah.
So he's got to get to 7.
6. Sorry, wait, he's 24th. Oh yeah, no, sorry, 2 more. He has to win 2 more. Sorry, 2 more out of 5 years.
Okay.
2 6.
I get it. I guess my big thing with LeBron is he's done a great job. I feel like people were forgetting about that second phase of what the Lakers were for Kobe.
Yeah.
Yes, Powell was a good player.
Yeah.
Powell was a steroid version of Jordan Love. He just wasn't that great. Like he beat the Boston Celtics that had Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rondo. Like that
Yeah.
was a massive team that he beat pretty much by himself.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
Hey, he had Ron Artest though.
He also had
old Ron.
He had Paul. He had Paul. He had Lamar Odom.
He also had all those
guy.
Europeans, those 2 European
what's
guys,
his name?
like Derek Fisher, old Derek Fisher that came back.
No,
Yeah.
so that's also what I'm saying right now. Right now, Kobe still sits number 3 for me right now. But LeBron's career is not done. So imagine LeBron.
I think ultimately, like it does hurt him 10 times 4 titles. That's 40% average. That's not good. That's not good.
I don't know. I don't care how many times he's been in the final big. That's a lot of game to play on, though. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what's
Wait, so you're giving him because of longevity over anything?
So okay,
I don't see how that.
Yeah, because
it's a super big factor.
With that thing, it's like, all right, Mike Vick doesn't make it into like the Hall of Fame. Like sometimes that peak, just like that's why we haven't brought up Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, like consistent for a long time. Like he didn't have the drop off that Kobe had, but he never had the peaks that he had.
Well, Tim Duncan is still top 10 in my book, though. So, I mean, Okay, so how about this? So if LeBron wins 2 more in a row, and he gets a 3-peat, will he pass Jordan?
No. Is it?
Really?
No.
Because it's not going to be him that's bringing it.
It's not. It's first of all, it's 6 out of 12. 6 out of 12. Secondly, every title he's had the best team, and then he's lost with the best team. So it's just hard to see it.
I don't know.
Like if you put Jordan on the best team every single year, you think he's gonna lose? I don't think so.
But Jordan would build the best team around him, though. So he'll want the best players around him, regardless. So.
I mean, he'd like to, but he didn't have it.
He didn't have control that the players have.
You know what he did? He just made the players around him work
better. I agree.
Yeah. Is it him and Kobe like made the players around him work?
So you saying LeBron didn't elevate his teammates? I feel like LeBron has elevated his teammates.
How much more do you need to elevate Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and Kyrie Irving? Like, what do you have to do? Anthony Davis, how much do you need to elevate these guys?
He elevated Mario Chalmers.
Mario
Chalmers is now a Hall of Famer.
But I mean, he elevated enough to get the best out of those players, right? I'm not saying that he pulled what's his name? Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? Sorry. He didn't pull a Michael Jordan where he elevated every, I just feel like he did enough where those players around him was good enough that he just had enough to win.
Same as Jordan. Like Steve Kerr is nothing without Jordan pushing him to be like, all right, make this shot. Kubic, all these guys, none of these guys are Hall of Famers, but we know their names because Jordan said hey, be better, be as close to me as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so for example, like Kobe. Okay, do you think Kobe elevated a lot of players around him?
I think he made them work with an intensity that they didn't want to work with.
But again, though, you're not answering my question. But I don't think I personally don't think he elevated a lot of players around him, though.
I don't know. There's this guy named Derek Fisher now that people are like, oh, how great is this guy? He played with Kobe and he played.
But Derek Fisher was Derek Fisher before that? No, Derek Fisher came in. Yeah,
Derek Fisher was all of Kobe's, like most of Kobe's career.
And every title he has, Derek Fisher was there.
Yeah.
I don't think you
Lamar
can say,
Odom, like all those guys flamed out after they left.
I feel like you have all their players that he still won multiple championships with these teams that were not the best team in the league.
Yeah.
So
I mean, all the Shaq ones, they were
dominant. They were the top.
Those two after, they were not the best team.
Right.
They were I mean, I don't want to say nowhere near, but they were not the best team.
Yeah. So it's so you saying that he didn't elevate them, like it seems disrespectful a little.
Wait, me or Sean?
Yeah, no, that you because these teams weren't the best team. How did they come out on top without him?
No, I'm saying that who elevated most. I feel like in general.
Well, obviously Jordan and Kobe did because they won 6 and 5. He's only won 4 in 10 tries.
I guess, yeah.
He's had 10 shots to elevate people. He's only got 4 rings. They only had I guess Jordan only had.
I feel like it's hard to compare.
I think you look at it right, and you look at Kobe had 2 teams that weren't the best team in the league and won. LeBron has done it once.
Yeah.
Right, like.
I feel like also a different era though. By the way, so it's just different era thing. All right.
Of course, different era, but like. It's still, it doesn't make any sense.
All right, let's end this episode with some rant inventing session.
All right, Mike, you go first.
I go first. All right. So I'm tired of getting all these calls. Okay, and however, this week.
What calls?
So calls from elections this week alone, they got smart. They started switching phone numbers. And so my phone, a spam call, I didn't catch it. They called me 3 times this week. I'm like, are you serious? Like, did you guys switch numbers just to purposely call me? And they switched timing of it. They instead of calling me at nighttime, they call me like first thing at 9 in the morning now, And I'm like, yeah, this must be an emergency call. Who calls me at 9 in the morning? So I'm getting tired. I was like, I
haven't gotten as many calls.
Really?
I think I also like Google, like the Google phones also do spam screening.
But they switch.
Yeah.
So I don't get it as much.
Call them all. It's your Apple phone.
Yeah.
It's not Apple. It's part of the service though. To be honest.
What do you mean part of the service?
Well, for me, T-Mobile catches it, and then.
Yeah, no, like Verizon catches some, but like no, it's but all the ones that come through, they're like that come through that like skip over the Verizon or AT&T or whatever. Google phones catch them mostly. I still get 1 or 2 like a week. It's not every day, but I get text now. Like they started texting a lot.
So do you say stop, reply back stop to them?
Some of them.
Yeah, usually I just
I just leave
cancel and then block or pick up, hang up.
Yeah, block. I don't really block. I just don't answer in general, but I figured that if I don't pick them enough, I mean they will stop calling me. But then they switch numbers. I was like, damn, they're getting smart now. They're getting desperate.
Yeah.
Get off T-Mobile.
No,
and off iPhone. Your 2 things you got to draw on there.
I like T-Mobile a lot. I like T-Mobile a lot. So
you just switched to T-Mobile, right?
Yeah, I can't complain. I love the customer service. 10 times better than AT&T. By the way, we need to do an episode about customer service. So
AT&T sucks in general.
Yeah.
So
I do like the fiber, but the customer service is like dog crap, like super dog crap.
I don't know. I like Google's fiber way better.
We don't have that luxury here,
I know, but if you did, it's better. Like just like I feel like it's like ignorance, right? like since like most people don't have that luxury, they don't know the difference. Like they just know that it sucks, but they don't know, and they're like, oh, we have some form of fiber, but it's not as good.
Have you had to dial customer service with Google?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. Well, they go through a company, right? So
yeah,
it's like Google Fiber, but it's through a smaller company, and that company's been amazing. Like the technician gave me his like cell phone number, or like his like work cell phone number, and I can just call him whenever or text him, and then he'll walk me through whatever I need. It's very simple. Yeah, so it's been really good. My rant this week is my glasses. I broke my glass. I had to tape it. I don't know if you guys can see, but I had to tape the sides here because my glasses broke, and like this wire here has come off. What happened was I was sleeping and my alarm went off, so I went to go snooze, hit my glasses off my nightstand.
Yeah.
So then I was like, oh shit. So I got up, and as I was getting out, I stepped on my glasses.
Oh, that sucks.
And I'm like, man, this being blind thing sucks.
Robert, have you thought about getting contacts?
No, I'm not gonna get contacts. I'd rather get
Or
LASIK.
Have
I'd
you thought
rather
about
get
getting
LASIK.
LASIK? Is it game
Yeah,
changer?
I haven't done it. That's all.
I mean, your insurance covers it. It's a game changer. Just get a Groupon. Just do it.
Get a Groupon for your LASIK?
That's what me and Sammy
I'm
did.
not getting a laser shot.
Me and
off
Sammy
of a
did that.
Groupon.
Me and Sammy did that, so it was good. Good experience. It's great. It worked out nicely.
I don't know. Groupon for laser surgery.
I mean, obviously you looked at the doctor, so it's the same thing, you know.
Okay, I don't know, but yeah, I'll probably get LASIK like eventually.
All right, Sean, you have any ranting?
Yeah. You see this thing in the back room?
What's
Peloton?
that? Yeah, about it.
Rent. $2,000 bike. Yes,
Wait, you got a Peloton? When did this happen?
Happy wife, happy life.
Oh my god.
Good. How much is that monthly, by the way?
What do you mean monthly?
Don't you pay monthly fee for the unit too?
Blackmail with good credit. I pay everything off. So Peloton, great bike. We got it like the older model, so it's like I don't know, 13, 14, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a $1,300 bike. Pretty much the only thing high tech. Yeah.
I didn't know that much. Holy shit.
The new ones are
like
the new ones are
24.
24.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
But I thought they also had to pay like a membership, gym membership subscription too. But
There's a subscription too.
Like $25 a month or something.
Yeah.
That's still pretty pricey though for an online thing. So.
You get enough. Like if you can justify like $10 or $14 for Netflix, you can justify that.
I mean, there's more like if you can justify the gym membership that you have, you can.
Well, hang on. So keep going, Sean. So what were you saying about the bike though?
Yeah. So the bike, the only thing that's high tech is this
screen,
21-inch screen. Everything else is like low tech on it. Like there's no way to digitally increase your resistance or that little red thing.
Yeah.
You twist that, and that's how you increase the resistance.
So it's old school, my analog style.
Yeah. There's no like heart rate sensors on here.
What is? How about the handles? Does it have heart rate sensors?
No.
Wait. Let me ask you: Is that
pay extra for that?
Is it because it's a older model, or is the new model the same?
They've been charging people like $2,100 for this for like X years.
Shit, that's crazy. So how did they monitor your heart rate then?
Add-ons or whatnot.
Yeah, you gotta buy
and I don't think they allow it easy access to like put whatever like watch or bands. Yeah.
That's so messed up. See,
yeah, but it's just like it's a cool product. It works well.
Do you like it though?
It's social.
It's not for me.
What do you mean for you? You don't like the experience?
It's for my wife. I don't like stationary bikes.
How you tried it though? How you tried a class?
I tried a class because she bought the app. I tried a class when we had like a true stationary bike, and I was like, I just don't like stationary bikes. It's not the workout for me.
Yeah.
Came Friday. She hasn't used it.
Came Friday. Oh, okay. So just recently though.
Yeah.
Wait, it came on Friday, and she hasn't used it yet. So it came 2 days ago.
Yeah. These are things that happen when you have kids. You don't get to do all the things that you like.
Hey, Robert, can you go there, test it out for us? Take one class.
No, I've used one.
Do you like
I've used one. My neighbor has one.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. I just don't know if I would spend $2,000 on a bike.
Well, now you got Sean now.
Yeah, I have one downstairs. Like, why would I go all the way over to Sean's house?
Say hi to Max, you know?
Hey, Max, you want to hang out while I'm on this bike? I don't go downstairs to the gym. Why would I go all the way to Sean's house to go work out?
That's true. I don't know. I mean, I heard good stories about the Peloton. A lot of people like.
No, a lot of people like it the same reason people like Apple. Oh, it's a brand. Oh, it's cool.
You
Oh,
think so
it's
though?
like
But I heard the interaction with it. It's actually pretty good. The community is pretty good though.
yes, but you can get that same interaction like other ways. Like I just feel like I've had like crappy bikes. Well, probably not crappy bikes, but bikes that are in apartment complexes that have like better and different features or similar features. Like if I want to just not do a class and just do a ride,
Yeah.
like there are usually bikes at some of the apartment complexes or gyms where you could be like, all right, I'm gonna go on a path through redwood forest and it'll increase the intensity and decrease when I'm going down hills. And then the next day I could come in and do that same thing and chase my ghost. None of those options are there
That's crazy. You have
with
to
the
do manually
Peloton.
yourself.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
That I'm shocked
yeah,
about.
it's cool. It's great. Makes me very happy. I'll probably use it a couple times so I can
Happy wife, happy
people,
life, right? I guess.
It's pretty
but,
sturdy though, right? I feel like I haven't
yeah.
heard anyone say it's broken down.
No.
So
I don't think it's bad product. I
super
don't think
good
it's
product.
bad product. I think that they
It's just a
are
low tech.
capitalizing on the brand.
Smart man, marketing man.
I mean,
marketing.
they're following the
mean,
Apple
Think
way.
about the mirror one. The mirror thing is pretty. It's same thing. The mirror workout. Have you
I feel
seen
like
that?
that's such trash.
How much did that mirror thing cost? I think the mirror cost $2,000 also too. I think.
Yeah, I feel like that's way more trash than the bike is. At least the bike's giving you a product. This is giving you a mirror.
Yeah. At least at the end of the day, I can be like, I can use this 21-inch tablet screen for something.
Yeah. Hear this out.
Like if everything else fails, like I got a 21-inch tablet screen.
The mirror costs $1,500 and it's $39 monthly. Your membership.
What?
The Peloton thing is what is it, $25 a month?
It depends on the area. It can range between $10 to $30
for a Peloton.
The membership looks like according to this. No, actually no, never mind. That was an old article. Hang on, let me see. It says now $1,500 right now, and then it's $40 now. The classes. Yeah, and but however, though, I guess does the Peloton now have a camera now?
The other one had a camera because it was
the new one.
Oh, the old one did.
Oh, okay.
The old one does.
But the one you have does?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. Apparently, the first generation didn't have a camera. I guess.
I don't know. Like, I don't see why you would want to even show your face when you're working out. It seems
Sean,
like you're in like that's probably like the worst you're gonna look, right? Like, why would you want a camera on you?
I think so. You can just like show people like, oh, the intensity. I'm just like sweating. I'm killing it.
Yeah.
I do like the gamification of it. Like you can have your friends on. You can like it actually tracks everything.
Yeah, all my friends that love to work out.
I know,
exactly, right? If all of us had Pelotons, then we could all do it. But yeah,
if all of us can afford that, first of all,
Oh yeah.
Mike, stop talking about it. You can afford it. You just don't want to.
I'd rather pay my Orange Street Fitness $120 to $29 a month. I get unlimited and then interact with people. To be honest. So.
You interact with people and you pay $40.
$40 a month.
I had to fork out $1,500 first though. Yeah,
why are you going to see people again? It's a pandemic. Like, what are you doing?
I'm just saying that I'd rather do it. I haven't done it yet, so yeah. Actually, I've gone to the gym though. It's not bad.
Of course you have.
But I go to where it's empty though. It's either 5 in the morning or 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Wait, do you need reservations?
Empty like the stadium. There's only 60% capacity.
It's actually probably. I think the most people have seen the gym one time maybe 4 or 5.
Do you have to put reservations in or just go?
They max it out at 25% occupancy in most gym right now.
All right.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty big though. The gyms I go to, they're not like tiny little 10 by 10 bedroom thing. But yeah.
10 by 10 bed. I don't even know where you would go to a gym that's 10 by 10.
Hotel gyms, they're tiny.
Oh, so you're going to the hotel gyms? All right, let's end this podcast though.
All right, Sean. Well, we appreciate you coming on. Obviously, we're gonna have you again. But I think this was a interesting round of topics. We discussed everything, right?
Yeah. You want to pimp anything?
No, we got nothing going on.
Yeah, just check out his IG.
Check me out on Peloton.
On Peloton, there you go.
81.
81 on Peloton.
Give me a reason to invest in this investment.
Hey, listen, you gotta at least do that once a week, though. To make it worthwhile. At least once a week.
True.
You have no excuse not to lose weight now. So.
Yeah.
It's facing the TV too, so it's an easy thing to do.
All right, guys. Well, really appreciate it.
All right, let's
Gotta hit the bathroom.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody who's watching us, please, like this video, hit the smash button, subscribe, and who if you're listening to us, just subscribe, and leave us a comment. So
Yeah.
Sean actually read it right now.
Yeah, and then go to our website, check out our website, gfothoughts.com. You can watch all our podcasts there.
Yeah.
All right?
Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
Peace.
Easy.
See you, Sean.
See you, Sean.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Gluten-Free Organic Thoughts podcast. As always, we appreciate you. If you are watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this episode, and leave us a comment. If you are listening to us, please leave us your honest review on your preferred podcast listening platform. And as always, you can find us on social media at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GFOT Thoughts. Drop a comment and give us some feedback. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, see you then.